Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's beautiful day today. Can you see a lot of sun, blue sky, and I'm in my front yard at the moment. I just want to show you. This is exciting because this plant I planted around 3 or 4 years since I started gardening, and this is the first year that I got a lot of blooms in the middle of the winter. So we are here, we are mid-July now, and before I went away, I did see some blooms of this beautiful winter sweet plants. And when I came back, a few days ago in our area, and I did check out, around the garden, and I did notice a lot of blooms on my winter sweet plants. And yeah, I'm so excited. I thought that I'm going to share with you my tips and my experience how I grow and care for it. Alright, so I have a lot of work to do around my garden after, very short trip away, but I feel like I have a lot to do after that. And this is one side of my front yard. I got vegetable head on this side, and another kind of like short head of vegetable on this side as well. Down over there, the compost pile I need to spread around my garden, and down over here, a lot of roses. They are dormant, and we are, still very in the middle of the winter actually. So it's so nice to see some color. By the way, some of the variety, I think old-fashioned daffodil variety, they started to bloom at the moment, like that one over there. And a lot of other variety, they starting shooting up as well. You can see here and there. And snowdrop, they starting to bloom over there as well. I'm not sure you can see. A little bit bright. Let me come over this way. Yeah, and let me try to show you. Can you see the snowdrop bloom over there? Yeah, that is it. It's there. And anyway, I would like to show you this beautiful shrub. Yeah, I think it can grow as a tree as well. But here it is. Beautiful creamy yellow flower. So when I started gardening, I do like, a lot of color and texture, even in the winter as well, so I still can see beautiful plumes. So let me walk over there. I think that bush I planted 3 or 4 years ago, I don't remember, but I got another bush I planted not far away from that bush actually. I think over there a while ago. And that corner, I think the soil more alkaline, and it didn't do well. So even though I did research on the internet, like when they started planting, they say that they can try all kinds of soil, but it turned out it didn't like the alkaline soil. And yeah, and after that it suffered so much. I have to dig it up and pot it up, I think few months ago or last year actually. And yeah, it's still alive, so I will show you later. It's in the container in my backyard actually. Anyway, it's a beautiful winter sweet plant. So for me, for a lot of people, they say that it's only one season, only one season interest, because it only have the bloom in middle of winter, and otherwise it doesn't do anything else. No, fall color leaf, or yeah, it doesn't have much of other feature other than the beautiful bloom in the middle of winter, and it got beautiful scent. And I think there are 2 types of the winter sweet actually. So this variety have beautiful scent. Let me come a little bit closer, and the leaf color a little bit light green. Yeah, beautiful scent. Look at that. Oh, I love the color. The color is just amazing, and I love the little dot here. It's all of this, their flowering bud. And they will start, I think this is the first year I got a lot of bloom like this, Last year I did have some, but this year I got a lot. Yeah, so it took like a few years. When I bought the plant I just from here down here, that's it, just over 30 centimeter high, and I bought online actually, but I didn't know at the nursery they normally I go to, they sell this variety or sell this plant as well, and sometimes I went there and they were already blooming, but anyway, I had to wait a few years for mine to bloom. And normally they grow from cutting, and to propagate this variety or this the entire plant. They grow from the cutting or the air layering. And they say that if you grow this variety from seed, it takes up to 15 years to get it bloom. Yeah, beautiful, and I recommend you, like if you plant the tree somewhere like next to somewhere that you can easy to walk to access to, not like me walk in the middle of the garden bed. So I think it's beautiful, but I try to not to walk in the middle of the garden bed to sniff the flower. So I think it's better if you plant it like somewhere and you can easy to sniff it or smell it or to admire it, you know, beautiful. Oh, look at that. So I think after a few years, this tree grow quite quick actually, because I did told you like before when I order it, it just grew around 30 centimeter high. That's it. And after a few years, I think this tree or the bush now around 1.5 meter wide already and over 1 meter tall as well. So yeah, I'm expecting gonna grow at least 2 or 3 meters in here, but I have to keep it to prune, you know, because I have quite a lot of plants around as well. But this variety or this type of plant, you don't want to prune it too much though, because you could lose, you know, the texture or I mean the whipping habit or you know the relaxing way of these trees, because if you prune it too much, yeah, they look kind of stiff, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I planted this tree in this area have a kind of full sun and good drainage soil, and I try to not fit too much of the alkaline thing in the root ball of the plant. You know, mushroom compost normally very alkaline, so I just top up once a year for the tree and for other trees around. That as well. I don't want to give them too much of alkaline element in there, because I learned my lesson. The other plant that I try to rescue it look, I mean, it's much smaller than the tree and had no sign of flowering yet. And it is nice to see beautiful creamy yellow color in the middle of the winter. I just see the bee jumping on the flower actually, so that is really nice. I do have some other shrub like blooming a little bit later as well, like flowering queens. Yeah, that's one just kind of nice starting butting up. It's not like in the middle, like blooming now, you know. So it's really interesting that you have some different plants and different varieties other than my roses and hellebore and other things. Don't get me wrong, I love my hellebores. I will film that video very soon because I saw some gorgeous hellebore. They are blooming in my garden. I think winter sweet plant is just very easy to care, and you know when the plant is very small and you may always have to make sure that you keep them moist and just plant them in the sunny position, good drainage, and don't you know, don't plant them in very alkaline soil, and they will be fine and they will flourish for you. Even they don't do much during the growing season. They just kind of tuck away with like bright, light green leaves actually, light green leaves, and then they drop their leaves in the winter, and just a few months later they burst into just beautiful color of flowers and just beautiful sweet fragrance as well. Yeah, you can grow them like shrub or trees. Of course, I definitely keep them like the shrub because I like the shape of the shrub, you know, with mature trunks. I like that way. And this is native to native in China actually, and it was introduced in Japan. So it's also called Japanese own spices. I didn't know about that actually. Yeah, anyway, it's also cultivated in United States, in Australia, Korea, and in, of course, the native in China and in Japan as well. So I think it's just wonderful, wonderful plants. I highly recommend it. I'm gonna go to my backyard. I'm gonna show you the little plant that I try to rescue it, and I want to show you that little plant to compare these plants because I bought it at the same time. I just planted it in the wrong area because the soil too alkaline. After that, it got suffered too much. Here it is. You can see it looks super small to compare the other shrub that is thriving in my front yard, and it's I do feel sorry for it, and I'm glad I rescued it actually last year. Oh, I don't remember, but I dug it up maybe a years ago actually. Oh, exciting! Let me see. Let me show you. I got a few more shoots underneath here. Very bright at the moment. Hope you can see it, but in here, just behind in here, the little one. Can you see the little one here? Oh yes, that's exciting. But anyway, it doesn't have sign of flowering bud yet. So I think next year it will produce a flower. Yeah, you can see I got a quite big trunk here or big branch here. I cut it down. It got damaged so much. I think the soil too are clean. The leaves just always yellow and the tree looking super sick. And tired. Yeah, I just pot it up, pot it up, and with normal, premium potting mix that I normally use. Yeah, and it was looking good last summer or a few months ago actually. Yeah, anyway, so I just keep it in container. Maybe I just grow it in container actually. I will repot it next season though, a few more months. And then maybe I just put near to my front door or somewhere so I can easily just go and snip them. And so because my garden bed is very full, I don't have much room anymore. Yeah, anyway, by the way, you need to plant your winter sweet in full sun position if possible, because that you have them to bloom well as well, because if too shady and then they don't bloom well. So that is for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's sorry, very shady and dark in here, but you can see the sun. I mean, my backyard. So the sun is shining over there, but the corner in the middle of my backyard here, this area, just full shade at the moment. There are no sign of the daffodil that they are shooting up over here. I think it's too shady. I might have to move them though, but I have to wait when they're shooting up. But the other area that I planted my daffodil, I do see some sign of the daffodil shooting up. Anyway, of course, I hope the daffodil I planted here, they're shooting up, and maybe I will know where they are so I can move them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I highly recommend winter sweet. How to say, very interesting winter interest in the garden, and I'm so excited to show you. I never thought that I'm gonna show you or talk about this plant, but anyway, it's just so beautiful and love the fragrance. I couldn't resist. So thank you so much for watching and see you next video. Bye bye.